I cut out these and I put these together. I think you saw those the other day. That's the hanging string from it. I'm actually kind of getting into the swing of using so I cut out the cardboard for the bottom, one of them, and I'm going to try it. And I'm going to put this down because you know what I look like. So, and I got my glue gun. Da-da-da-da! I'm going to shoot anybody that dares to mess with me. So having said that, I'm going to be very careful how I do this, because this is actually, my doctor says it's good for my hand, so we shall see what we shall see. So I'm blowing this. What's everybody doing? I'm doing fine. I'm just a little bit shocked. Okay, I got it now. At least I think I got it. I may have to do 2 or 3 of these. But we shall see. It seems to be coming out alright, so. And if you push this like this, it just kind of ends up spilling out. But you know how that goes. I did this. This is the little smaller one for the baby. So I'm going to, when I get finished putting the glue on, I'm going to show you what I think I'm going to cover it with. What I think I'm going to cover it with. I don't know that I'm going to actually do that, but we shall soon see how this all plays out. But it's really nice. I've worked with these before, but me and the glue gun, like I said, we don't get along, so I have a difficult time with it at times, but what can you do? You gotta do what you gotta do, right? And like art and anything else in life, you win some, you lose some, and some just get rained on. But anyway, so my grandchildren were over today. My granddaughter was over with her children. She had to do a few things, and we had a good time. I like those little unexpected visitors. I didn't go anywhere today. Did a few things, a very few things, because I didn't feel like it. Sometimes you just don't feel like it. And when you're retired, I still have a couple of clients, but I don't have that many. And I've been asked to sub at the school and stuff like that, and I'm like, haha, really? Seriously? I wasn't a teacher anyway. I wasn't a teacher at school, at the grade school. I was a counselor, but I was a teacher at the regular school, college. But so this is upcycled art, and you know, I'm doing this, having a heck of a time trying to get this glue to stay on here, because I really need to. But I think what I'll do when I cut the other one out is I'll cut just a little bit more. You can kind of live and learn with this. I'll cut out just a little bit more, and then I'll cut it out after. I think that will be much better than, you know, let me put this down for a minute. Let me put this up for a second. It's toilet paper rolls. And I'm actually making, I'll turn it up so you can see it. It's what's that? These are toilet paper rolls, and I'm making like an Easter basket type. Let's see if I can get it in there. I'm making an Easter basket, but they're going to have, instead of a basket, it'll have a little thing around. I haven't decided what to put around it yet. I'm going to cover it, but I do upcycle art now. Okay, so each one will have a cylinder. So I got the presents for the girls, and they can put their pencils and pens. I'm putting pencils and pens and things in. Different than, actually I just found out something. I think it's probably easy for me to do it this way. So that's what it is. Somebody asked me what it was. So I'm trying to hold this down. So it's probably going to take a couple of, and then some other cardboard to fix it. Because like I said, I cut it. And I don't like the way I cut it. So I'm going to try something different. And I'm going to close this down so they can see. I forget when I move it, it elongates it. This is terrible right now. But what can you do? I'm going to try something a little bit different. Let's see what happens. So, this is the start of it. There's going to be parts to it. I'll finish this one and then I'll bring all the other ones out that I did. I got to try to hold this down. Now there you go. I don't paint much anymore. I don't, I don't paint much anymore. I might get into painting again later, but I'm just not thinking about it right now. I want to actually do some furniture, upcycle some furniture. I think that that's pretty cool. I've done it before years ago. So I'm taking this new found me and actually trying to repurpose my life, like you repurpose a sofa or a scarf or something like that. I think we're about the only country in the United States, we're the only one that actually throws stuff away. People in other countries, my mother even said it because she's from another, well, she's not from another country, her parents were. She said that people didn't throw things away. And I'm laughing because I watch the cooking shows and they're always taking like the bacon grease and stuff like that and mixing it with, and you never saw that before. And now all of a sudden, it's this new thing. So I'm kind of like dying because, we're going back to all the old ways again. And that's really good. I imagine. For some, anyway. So I gotta hold this down because it's gotta stay down. Other than that, it won't stick. What I'm gonna have to do is go around it again. But it's not hard to do. It takes a little while, but then you just go around with the gun and First time I've actually, no, I can't say that, but this is the first time I've actually held a gun in my hand. But that's not, I was going to say that, but that's not completely true. But those were shotguns, though, and that was for hunting. And that was in another life and another time when I was a young girl. And my brothers used to babysit for me. And so they said if they have to babysit for me, then I have to do what they like. And it was hunting and fishing. The fishing I got, the hunting I really didn't like. Okay? The hunting I didn't like because I just didn't like shooting off the gun. But they liked it. They thought it was super fun. So, one brother left. And, yeah, one brother left. My other ones have now gone on to be with their maker, but that's okay. Okay, so this is kind of done. I don't know what's happening here. This is done for the most part, but what I have to do now, okay, is finish it. I'm probably going to have to get some more glue. See, I didn't like this glue gun at first. I don't know why I didn't, but I just didn't. I don't think that the glue actually liked me. That's what it was. But my hands being arthritic and all, okay, actually, I didn't think I was able to hold it. And actually, it did bother me the other day. But I think that now it's kind of used to it. I wish it would just come out and play. So, what do you like to do? What kind of art do you like to do? You know, you can write it in the chat room if you want to. Art to me is all about color, and there's nothing that is not artistic. Food is art. Blogging is art. Cooking is art. I mean, it all depends upon, you know, doing your hair, that in and of itself. Is an art. I watch these girls on the YouTube channels, you know, some of my YouTube friends, and they like put on their makeup. And there was always an art to putting on makeup when I used to wear makeup. I mean, I wear lipstick that's about the size of it. For obvious reasons, I'm scared to death. I might poke myself in the eye. But, you know, they're, the way that they put on makeup and stuff like that, that's a true art. The nails, I mean, there's nail art. Even the kit that I bought my grandchildren, when I did their nails, you know, Dammy's nail salon, and, you know, we were just having fun. And, what I really found out was, hi Lily, you know, that the nail art is really beautiful, because it was that case, and I brought it down and everything, and I showed, I didn't show you. If I didn't show you, go on my YouTube channel and you'll see it. And, it was a $10 case, and I got it right after Valentine's Day, and it was 70% off at the Dollar General, so I bought it there, and it was terrific, you know, and it had all kinds of nail art. It had sparkles and stars, and it showed you how to do things and stuff like that. And I remember back in the day when I got my nails done, we just got our nails done. And then they did come out with the false nails, which I never had because I always had my own nails. I just keep them short because, like I said, I'm always working on something. So I just keep them short and clean, and because I'm always in the water or something. So, but there's art in everything, and I think that we have to see that and express it. There's art in the music, definitely. And you may not think, oh, this particular musician or that particular musician is not art or whatever, but there's music. There's art and music in everything. Okay? And just because you don't like it, that doesn't mean. Who parked their car on my sandwich? What does that mean? Really? Just because, is that a band or something? Just because you don't like their music or you don't like how they dress. There were some people, when I was teaching college, there were some people that dress completely different than what we say you're supposed to wear. And I thought it was quite brilliant. Okay? I thought it was quite brilliant and intriguing. And it was a lot of fun to watch some of my students come in with their hair done, and I think the coloring of the hair. Okay, now I'm not coloring my dreads. Okay, I like my dreads. They're gray and they're black and they're brown and they have a little bit of blonde in it now. And I like the color of my dreads, but that's just the natural color. But I see people coming with, young girls and young women coming with red hair. Part of their hair is blue and stuff like that. And I think that that's an expression. You know what I mean? It's an expression. It's not I want to, flip off on society or anything like that. Half the kids aren't even thinking about society as a whole. I know most of them vote. If you don't vote, you should. We won't talk about who you're going to vote for because that's none of my business. But I'm just saying that half of the children, half of the young people in the world get a bad rap on being themselves. And most of the time, when you think about it, many of us were young. Many of us wanted to do a lot of different things and were scared to do them. I, on the other hand, some things I was not scared of. Other things I just stayed away from. Fortunately for me, I didn't get into drugs. Oh, I smoked pot years ago. But I didn't get into drugs and all that thing. My thing was art. My thing was music. So I didn't get into all the other things that a lot of my friends did, and unfortunately for them, some of them are not living. But I didn't get into them because I chose not to. But the other thing about that is, okay, so that's it. But I'm going to have to add some more glue to it. I'm just waiting for a few minutes for it to dry, and then I'll put some more adhesive to it. And that right there did not stick. So, see where it is in here. That in and of itself is, it's crazy to me how people just, and maybe because I worked with young people all the time, and I like young people because they express how they feel, or they should express how they feel. And poets, that's something that I really think, some of their poetry to us might be a little bit volatile or whatever, but I think it's better for people to express themselves, and make what they want to make and be what they want to make, and say what they want to say, even if we might not agree with how they say it. I think it's better for them to do it than some of the things that some of these people are doing. Or it's better for them to do it than to take their anger out in other ways. It's better for them to express themselves in music and poetry and art, in cooking. You know, be artistic. Be yourself, you know. Duct tape girl, hi. How are you? Do you do any duct tape for real? You know, be yourself. Don't let other people tell you what to do or tell you how to be or tell you how to think. Well, of course your parents, but, you know, they should want the best for you. And sometimes, you know, I think even being a parent is hard because, you know, we try to, I guess, tell our children, you know, you got to stick to the norm. I never really understood what the norm was. If my mother was alive, she would tell you that. I just wanted to be me. And a lot of kids and a lot of young people, even as old as I am, okay, I can say that a lot of young people didn't buy it either. They didn't want you to be yourself. They didn't want you to, they're still bullies, in other words. And those bullies picked on people that tried to be themselves. That tried to, you know, do whatever and be whatever. And I don't know. I just didn't let it bother me. I did what I had to do. I lived every day like it was my last. I still do. I don't care about, even in finding a channel, I'm working on probably doing some of my my videos on my my Microsoft Movie Maker. But I want to do some things here. I like interacting with people. I don't care how you are. The only thing I ask is when you come to me, come correct and come clean. Okay? Because I don't like swearing. I don't like swearing. I don't like violence and I don't like trolls. But that's me. I like people that are productive, trying to learn something, trying to do something different in their life. And that's what I like. You know, so. And I think that there's just too much, there's already too much hate in the world. And I try to see, like today, it was real funny. I was watching Cabins Made in Maine, and I'm from New England originally. I'm from Boston. And I remember when I was getting ready to buy my house and move away from Boston, and I was thinking, and moving away, you know, as I was planning to move away, I was saying to my husband, I want to go to Maine, my son, I want to go to Maine, Vermont. He was saying, Mom, he said, think about this. One day, he said, you're going to get older. He said, and I'm not being funny when I say this. He said, but you're going to be snowed in, and you don't, you know, you're from Boston already, you know how the snow is here. If you don't have anybody to shovel you out, if one of us is not there, you're going to have a difficult time. So you need to think about that. And he was right. I mean, I live in Delaware. Snow's not so bad. It was 58 degrees here today or something like that. To me, that's always been like summertime in the wintertime. It was beautiful. Beautiful. I mean, beautiful up until January. Then it got cold. So we had 2 months of cold. Okay, and then it was really not that bad. Doesn't say that winter's actually over. We know how March is. And knowing that I was born in March. Oh, yeah. So. Okay, I'm filling this with glue. It's taken care of. Okay. So I think pretty much this is done. Except for one piece right here, and I got to push this through. And then I'll catch it. It will get caught right there. Okay. So this looks like a bunch of nothing with with toilet paper on it. With toilet paper rolls, rather. These are the toilet paper rolls. Okay, that's the block of the underneath, the bottom part, which is cardboard. So, what we got to do now is cover it. And I have one red, and one blue. So, no, that's purple, not blue. I'm sorry. Looking right at it, calling it blue. I'm going to take this apart. Now, I'm going to glue this, but I'm going to try very intricately. Nah, before I put this on, I'm going to have to paint this. Because the gray will show under it. So I'm going to have to paint it. And then let me see if I can add this on. Yeah, I can do it pretty good. It's going to take a minute, but then it'll sparkle. So, having said that, let me go get the paint. No. I'm going to let this dry. And then I'll come back tomorrow and I'll paint them. I'll do both of them tomorrow and paint them. So thank you for watching me. Okay. Art with Granny. And thank you for listening. Hope you have a beautiful day. Okay. God bless you, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.